welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video is going to be different. It is not a clean with me, it's not a decorate with me, it's not a home tour, it is a paranormal story time. A couple of years ago I uploaded several paranormal story times, and I had a request from a beautiful subscriber named Juanita. Hey Miss Juanita, thank you for your request. She had asked for a clean with me / story time. However, this is just me. I found it hard to clean and tell this story at the same time. So I am just gonna sit down and tell you. I have 3 paranormal stories that I'm going to tell today. Disclaimer, if you do not believe in the paranormal, it's totally fine. I didn't either at one time. So if this video is not for you, you can click out or you can sit and watch. I have 3 different stories I'm going to tell. I will tell you that everything I am telling you is 100% true. Let me just preface by saying this. 4 or 5 years ago, I lived in a mobile home and lived there for a long time, I think 15 years or so, and we continuously from day one had things happen in that house. And if you'll go back to some of my other earlier videos on this channel, you can watch some of those. I'll put some cards up here for you to check out. But today I'm going to tell 3 different stories from that house. The first story, at the time that this happened, I was a single mom of 2. And this is before I met my husband. And my daughter and my son were in the back in the master bedroom with me, and I was folding laundry, and they were in the bathtub. And you know, they were playing in the tub and I was folding laundry, and you know, we were just doing our normal routine. All of a sudden, I started hearing something. It sounded like sizzling, kind of like bacon cooking, if you know that sizzle, like that kind of thing. I'm like, what is that? And I'm looking all around and I don't see anything. I'm like, what is that? Check the radio. There's no radio on. Well, I told the kids, I said, shh, be quiet, listen. You know, they couldn't hear anything, but I could. Sorry, my camera cut off. So I completely stopped what I was doing and I started slowly looking around. And I looked at my bedroom mirror. Mind you, this sound was still going on. I looked at my bedroom mirror, and on this mirror had a mirror in the middle, and then it had 2 side mirrors. And so I looked, and one of the side mirrors is literally cracking right before my eyes. It was going, and it was just cracking. So, of course, me being a single mom, you know, I kind of freak out. You know, didn't want to scare the kids, but yes, I was freaked out. So I continued folding the laundry, and all of a sudden, my feet were under the bed, and I was standing at the bed, you know, folding laundry, how you do. And all of a sudden, I feel like somebody grabbed my ankle, and I jerked it back. Of course, you know, I look under the bed, nothing there. And I thought, okay, well, maybe my ankle touched the edge of the bed. Maybe, you know, maybe it was nothing. However, the next morning I woke up and I had bruises on my ankle in the perfect shape of fingers. And it stayed there for probably 2 or 3 days, but I had bruises on my ankle from that. That's it for that story. On to the next story. At the time this story happened, I was dating a guy named David, and he would stay sometimes over there. And he liked to read, and so he had books all over the place in the house, you know. One morning, I got up, and he was over there, and I was getting ready to take the kids to school and to take him back to his house. And we had gotten into an argument the night before, and I couldn't tell you what it was about. I have no clue. But he, you know, he was aware of things that would happen in the house. And I lost my chain of thought. This morning. Oh, so we had gotten into an argument the night before, and so he was still mad, you know, and he was going around, he was getting all his books and stuff, you know, gathering them up. And I said to him, I said, you better get everything because you're not coming back. Well, he was walking down the hall and I was right behind him. And if you go right, you can get to the front door. But if you go straight into the kitchen in this house. So he goes right to go to the door and I go straight. And all of a sudden I hear this, I'm laughing because it's funny now, it wasn't then, but I hear this loud commotion. It's like boom, you know, and blah, 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 all this commotion. And I look and he is laying on the ground outside the door. He is falling down the steps and there's books everywhere. And I'm like, I walk out of the kitchen, I walk to the door, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? And he looked at me with a dead serious face and he said, why did you push me? I said, I didn't push you. I was in the kitchen. He swore up and down I pushed him, which I had not. I was in the kitchen. And from that day on, of course, we got made up or whatever. But from that day on, he would never go inside my house by himself. I think he had a key to my house, but I would come home from work, and normally when I came home, if he was over there, he would already be inside doing whatever. But from that day on, anytime I would come home and he was there, he was always outside in the driveway waiting. He would never go in by himself. So my guess is whatever was in that house did not like him. But that was kind of a humorous story. So on to the next story. Now, when this story happened, I think this was a while later after the first two stories, but I think I was either already married to my husband or we were dating. I think. I'm not positive. And this is just a quick story, but nevertheless, it was very unnerving. I got up in the middle of the night one night, and evidently I was thirsty or needed some headache pills or whatever it was. I got up and I was walking to the fridge, and I didn't have a creepy feeling. I wasn't dreaming. I was just normally walking to the fridge to open it up. And right before I get to the fridge, I'm reaching for the handle. The fridge door opens up for me. I don't know, I know it wasn't ajar already, but it opened up. And I don't even know if I got what I was after. I do remember turning around and going straight back to bed to get out of there, but I don't remember feeling, a creepy feeling. I don't remember anything, and I didn't even have the lights on. I didn't even turn the lights on to go in there. But all I know is I reached for the door handle to the fridge, and it opened, and the light from the fridge comes shining in at me. And that is the only time that happened. However, there was another time that seemed like I was getting ready to cook something. Well, I had to have been getting ready to cook something, but I had a cutting board out and the knife out. The knife was laying on the counter. I went to reach for the knife to start cutting, and the knife just went sliding across the counter into the sink. Now that happened in broad daylight. I was reaching for the knife, and it slid right out of my grasp. So that's that story. I'm gonna leave it right there. I do have some more stories, so if you would like to hear some more, leave me a comment down below. Please share. Please give me a like. I'm trying to grow my channel, y'all, and it is hard. It's hard. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. Leave me a comment. It really does help. And until next time.